In years past, I've gotten small sweet potatoes from the grocery store and put them in jars with toothpicks so that half of it was in, or a little more than half of it was in the water in order to make sweet potato slips. To grow sweet potatoes, you have to have sweet potato slips. Unlike Irish potatoes, which you just throw the potato in the ground and it grows potato plant and makes tubers underneath the ground. Sweet potatoes work a little differently. You grow sweet potato slips, and then you put the sweet potato slips where they'll grow roots, usually in water, and then you plant those slips with roots into wherever you're going to plant the sweet potatoes. Well, a couple of years ago, I learned a new method, and I've got to tell you, it works exponentially better than putting the sweet potato in a jar with water and toothpicks. I lay my entire sweet potato down in a kind of nestle it in with some dirt, soil, I should say. And within this short period of time, it starts growing slips. And when they get big enough, or when you see that it might be appropriate, you just pluck off those slips, put them in a jar of water, and they make roots, and then you plant them. I was kind of lazy this year. It took me a while. I had a whole bunch of slips growing. I didn't get them plucked off and put in the water, and consequently, a couple of them already had extremely good rooting systems. So I nestled those, and I'll show you a picture in a bit. I nestled those down in some dirt, and I eventually will, I think I'm going to put them in my very large smart pot, but it's not warm enough outside to do that yet. So I just nestled them down in a small pot, and I will have to transplant them at some point when it gets warm enough to put them outside. We have a very short growing season here, relatively short. And so I have to start my sweet potatoes indoors before I can take them outside. Otherwise, I don't have a long enough summer to actually grow sweet potatoes of any size. And even then, my sweet potatoes will be small, but they will be sweet potatoes. And I found that this method works a lot better than the jar with toothpicks. A lot better. So let me go ahead and show you what I did today. Let me show you what I've done today. I took the slips off of this sweet potato and one that I had out in the other room. Two of them had extensive roots, so I planted them right here. They'll need to be transplanted to a bigger pot when it gets warm enough outside. And the rest got put in water to grow some roots. I harvested more cotton come again lettuce. You can see my lettuce is cut down. And yes, I wrote down the weight for my global gardening community collaboration. And I am making myself a sandwich. Along with the lettuce, I snipped off the tops of my fava beans. I was reading that I could do that. And I grabbed a few nasturtium leaves. So my sandwich will be nice and spicy. I'm going to put some microgreens in the sandwich also. May God's blessings and love surround you. I'll see you on my next video.